Ladies and gentlemen, distinguished delegates, dear friends of the European People's Party, it is an honor to stand before you today representing the Democratic League of Kosovo, a party born in resistance, defined by values, and led by vision, as so is my country. I speak to you today not just as the leader of LDK, but as a citizen of a small country with a big European dream, a dream born in struggle, cultivated in hope, and carried forward by a generation, my generation, set to build a future in peace, democracy, and unity with a neighboring country and the West. A quarter of a century ago, during my country's darkest hours, Europe stood by us. In the late 90s, while Milosevic Serbia waged a war of aggression against Kosovo in a bid to ethnically cleanse our people, Western democracies, Europe and NATO stood by us. You stood by us not for power, not for territory, but for principle. Kosovo was battleground where values of freedom triumphed over the fear, and where Western solidarity found its moral clarity. And let me emphasize to our Ukrainian friends, Ukraine today faces a similar cruel aggression, and Kosovo stands once again on the side of those who fight for the right to exist. We know what it means to be left in the dark and what it takes to walk toward the light hand in hand with friends and allies. Let us hope and work that your allies remain steadfast on the right side of the history. Kosovo remains on your side of history. And while my country has walked forward, embracing democracy, building institutions, aligning every single policy with European spirit, we are still held back by an outdated conflict, and with that, an outdated mindset that 25 years after the war still keeps breathing behind our necks. At our doorstep stands a neighbor that has refused to change. It clings to the past, denies the truth, promotes hatred, and shields those that threaten our peace. 25 years after the war, it still denies our right to exist. But let me be clear, not only do we exist, we thrive. Republic of Kosovo thrives. As a sovereign state, as a democracy, and we, as a generation, set to reach its European destiny. We are moving forward, and we will not be stopped. We have a moral and democratic duty to lead our children, our young, hopeful generation, toward the future of peace and prosperity. And that future lies here in Europe, alongside other nations that share same values. So once again, I call on Europe. Stand with us. Help carry this shared mission together forward. This is not just Kosovo challenge. It is Europe's as well, because every effort to stall our progress is an attack on the very idea of Europe as whole, free, and united. To the few countries who have yet to recognize Kosovo, it has been 25 years. That is long enough. We have earned our place through reform, through resilience, and through unshakable belief in the European path and European dream itself. Let me also extend my appeal for our region as whole. The Western Balkans must no longer be Europe's unfinished business. We do not ask to be seen as backyard. We are your equal partners, ready to contribute, ready to build, and ready to belong. By fighting for Western Balkans, you and us together fight for Europe itself. And we must fight for Europe, the one we always believed in, the one that calls to each one of us to defend it. Because it's our home, it's our destiny. And in the last few months, the need for such Europe has appeared clearer than ever. And either we stand united for this dream, for all countries, in one continent as a whole, or we risk falling into irrelevance and fragmentation. We, the youngest country in Europe, have made our choice. Now you, the founders of this dream, must reaffirm yours. Let us never forget the European Union was born from the ashes of the war, shaped by the courage and driven by visionaries who believed in something greater than themselves. It's time to renew that dream, and more than anything else, to renew that courage in defending Europe, in uniting Europe, in opening final doors of Western Balkans and Republic of Kosovo to this Europe. Kosovo stands before you not as a country asking for a favor, but as a partner offering something more powerful: faith. Faith in democracy, faith in peace, and faith in enduring idea of Europe. Thank you very much, and God bless EPP.